Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of House of Royale. I have an amazing guest for you guys today. I was listening to her lyrics this morning, sobbing, having a meltdown / therapy session. She is incredible. She's not here yet, so I'm just going to do a mini-sode with you guys and talk about a few things that are about to happen. As far as music goes, there is a new single coming out. I am releasing a new single. The song is called Stupid Girl, and no, it's not literal. It's actually a women empowerment joint. And the music video is amazing. The dancers are incredible. It's all dance. It's all choreography by Nathan Tresoris. All the dancers are women. So there's that. We are trying to get an all-female team happening always, 100% of the time. But I can't always do that, guys. Sometimes we have to hire men. So yeah, that will be out in July. I'm super excited for that. And then let's talk about the show. I would love for you guys to subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. And I saw recently Whitney Cummings is now on OnlyFans TV. OnlyFans is turning into a TV network, which is amazing. She's doing roasts on there, comedy roasts, very funny stuff. So you guys should go check that out. But I think I want to bring House of Royale over to OnlyFans TV. So if you guys are listening, I'm going to email you and let's do $1 million deal. I'm grateful for the people that are listening and subscribing and sharing these shows. The artists that I have brought on so far have spoken about super heavy topics, and I'm so grateful to them and so proud of them for finding the strength and the courage to talk about all the things that people don't really want to talk about. I think it's extremely important. And in the theme of today's episode, bringing on another musician who's independent, the music industry is tough. It's a rough, tough world. Talking about, publishing in general and making money. And even signed artists will tell you that even the upfront money they get from a label disappears in 5 seconds and they have to pay it all back. And, us relying on money from streaming services like Spotify is terrifying. And as much as we love Spotify and we want Spotify to also give us $1 million deals like Alex Cooper, we do have to acknowledge the fact that they owe us money. They owe us a lot of money for our songs. So yeah, if you're an independent artist, comment below and, give us a link to your music so that we can share it with the world and get more visibility on artists that are doing it all by themselves, especially women that are doing it all by themselves, women owned. You know what I'm saying? Women owned brands. And being an artist in general is so difficult, especially when you look to your family members and friends and they're like, why are you not on a world tour? And having to explain that to them is always a good time. I'm going to be posting more clips this week from these episodes because I think that I am hesitant to post some of the conversations we have. And it's constantly finding the strength to get in there and post clips that are kind of shocking in a way. When women are talking about, assault or abuse, domestic violence, things like that, it is more difficult to post that on the internet. It's hard. It's so much easier to post clips that are funny or just when we're shooting the shit and having a good time. When I talk to men, I find that men are still having a hard time grasping the idea that women are constantly in danger and women are constantly having to protect themselves, even walking to our car or walking from the car to our homes. It is terrifying. When I speak to men, not all men, obviously, but I think the majority are like, well, what do you mean? And like, is it really that common? Isn't it the girl's fault? Like, don't you think she's bringing it on herself? Um, and the answer, gentlemen, is no. The answer is that a lot of men, have a hard time controlling their predatory characteristics. And it does happen very often. Just it's crazy. I wear a mask when I go into CVS and Rite Aid and just like even running errands because I'm so triggered. I like just the PTSD of like being around men that have no boundaries or just try to talk to you or try to touch you or come up to you. It's terrifying. So I'm just glad that my fellow female friends are becoming more courageous in speaking up about this stuff, and even within the music industry, like, showbiz culture and recording studio culture and just the narrative of like the man is the producer, the girl is the artist, and the dynamic of that and the toxicity that that creates. So I think, another thing that we've been pressing really hard is women learning how to produce. And, guess what? We can be in the studio with two other girls. We don't have to be in the studio with, you know, a male producer and a male manager that's like, telling us to like change our name or drop weight or change the lyrics to something more inappropriate or whatever the case may be. I think it's exciting to manifest an all-female production team and just work with girls, you know? And every artist I talk to, I'm like, how many female producers have you worked with? Like in the span of your career? And most of the time, the answer is zero. And then some of the time, it'll be maybe one or two. So I really want to continue to push the message of like, get on your computer and open Ableton or Pro Tools or Logic and let's just make it happen. And I'm in the same boat. I started learning Pro Tools during lockdown, was in a weird situation with a male producer and stopped. I stopped learning because I connected that situation to that program and it wasn't fun for me anymore. So now it's like, okay, erase that from your brain, start from scratch, get Logic, get Ableton, work with a girl on FaceTime, even if it's FaceTime. And that's a goal for myself in the next couple of months because I get this sinking feeling when I stop working on music. And I'm not working on music right now because I stopped working with men. And so I'm literally on pause right now. And it's not a good feeling. So what is the answer? For me, I really want to just do it by myself and then I will have female producers come in and work with me as well. And I'm putting my foot down. It's happening. And once again, the theme song for House of Royale was produced by a woman. Her name's Kendra. She's from Icon Collective. Her producer name is The Duchess. And the song is so amazing. Kendra, you killed it. The music video, the dancers, shout out to Jason and Valerie Young once again. You guys choreographed and created a masterpiece. So, and it feels good to say that a woman produced that song. I need sponsors for this show, you guys. If you have any friends that have cool brands that need to get their name out there, House of Royale needs sponsorship. So let me know if you would like us to do an ad for you for the next episode. Our next guest is Madonna, so I'm kidding. But, imagine if it were. Like, get in now before we blow up. Okay, let me do a shout out to Lada Lagina, another woman-owned business. She does 3D print fashion, and I just did an entire series with Haldane Morris. The 3D print armor that Lada makes is just out of this world. It's super futuristic. It looks like an alien spaceship uniform. Like, it's like chest plates and earrings, and it doesn't look like it's from planet Earth. It's really, really cool. And it's highlighted on my Instagram if you guys would like to go look at her stuff and support Miss Lada Lagina. I love your stuff. And thank you, Haldane, for those photos. I just love to see women coming forward in these male dominated industries and making a name for themselves. It's incredibly powerful. And I am honored to be a part of this movement and bringing women into the forefront, you guys. It's exciting times. And not that Kim Kardashian needs any more support, but I am wearing a Skims crop top today. And the skirt is by L'Ecole de Femme, which is also a woman-owned brand. L'Ecole de Femme is owned by a woman named Laura, who is from Paris, and she is fierce and fiery, and her branding is wild and gorgeous. So, yeah, another woman that we love and support. I guess I can do some name dropping while we're waiting. Congratulations to my friend Ricky Palomino, who is one of Halle Bailey's new music videos. It's called and that's all I can say about that. Congratulations to Ricky. And then also congratulations to Matt, Katie, and Valerie Young, who are working with Madonna right now on her tour. And I actually met Valerie and her husband, Jason, through the artist that we are having on our show today. And yeah, it's just incredible to actually be friends with people that are doing things at that level. It's really exciting and motivating, and we're so proud of all of you, and we're sending our love to you, especially the dancers in the Madonna rehearsals, sending all of our love, knowing how rigorous that is. Dancers in general need a bigger spotlight, and they need to get paid more, in my opinion. Also, if you guys are not journaling or meditating, I highly recommend doing that too. I have not been meditating, and I finally journaled last night, and it helped so much. And I want to make it a point this week to really focus on journaling and meditating. And, I don't have a vision board. I'm not that wild, but I definitely do believe that it helps so much. And so, yeah, I'm just, it's early in the morning right now. And for people like me, my hours are like 9 to 4 a.m. So, I'm just like in a very like foggy emotional headspace right now. And, it's just like highlighting the fact that I am not in alignment. I need to get in alignment and get back to, how's your spirit? How's your heart? How are you truly feeling? And I'm excited to, do a therapy sesh today. It's much needed. Okay, you guys, the time has arrived. Are you ready for this magic? R&B, neo soul, hip hop, Cuban, Brazilian, ragtime, swing queen. DESSY DI LAURO. Okay, yes. All right, Desi's here from Montreal. Hi, Desi.
Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How are you?
I'm good.
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 You look amazing. You're so beautiful.
Thank you. So are you. You look amazing. Haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, it's been a long time. I met you through Jason and Valerie Young,
Yes, our
who we
friends.
love.
Yes.
And I was just saying Valerie's with Madonna right now.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, and Jason's with Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
They're killing it.
I know.
And so are you. I parked my car and I was listening. I was like, I typed out the lyrics. Actually, I wanted to read this to you guys really quick. I hope I don't cry. Loving yourself can be the hardest thing you can do. Easier to love others instead of you. Saying no to things you don't want is never ever selfish, especially if it doesn't serve the greater good of you. I was in the car listening to your song, All Love Begins With You.
Yeah.
And cried because I need you. I need your music. I need the healing. I was just speaking earlier about meditation and journaling and getting back to spirit and getting back into alignment.
Right.
And after your interview, I have a therapy session scheduled because living in LA, it's like constantly hanging by an emotional thread.
Right. Yes. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Mental health can be really fickle. I know that I have gone through, so it's so crazy. And I'm glad you're in therapy. We all need therapy.
Yeah.
Every single one of us, okay? Yes, true story. Real talk. I hit a wall after the pandemic. So everything was great. We tried to find ways during the pandemic, our industry shut down and everything, but I battled chronic depression, like clinical depression for like about 10 years. But I hit one of my lowest lows like in 2021. Thank goodness I pulled myself out of it through hypnotherapy.
Wow, yeah.
And therapy. But it was really, really tough. I think an artist is so susceptible to so much more because of all our emotions and everything we put into it, and being in LA and the industry. And it's just like, yeah, there's so many pressures out here on so many levels. And for women, on a whole other level.
Thank you for saying that.
On a whole other level. It just, it never stops for us. So yeah, it's difficult. So it's just like, I feel you. I really do. But it's so crazy because I needed to hit that low so I can pick myself up and start writing from a really authentic place and genuine place of like healing, real depth. Not to say that, the stuff I was doing before isn't from a place of depth, but this is like a whole other level. This is like healing to myself, hopefully healing to others. A lot of uplifting stuff, because I feel right now we're living in a time where there's a lot of negative, there's a lot of yuck, right? And so if it doesn't come from a place of healing and support and upliftment and just empowering, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's not thought provoking stuff in there as well, but it's gotta
And you
be
had
there.
a female producer, right?
I do. I'm working with a friend of mine. She's helping me
Yeah.
in studio. Great singer, artist as well, Xenia. So we come together and we create vocal arrangements and stuff, and she kind of like pulling me out right now from a different place and picking out all the stuff that I had in there, but it's like it's been dormant. So
Yes.
it's good. It's really, really good.
And the video, God, okay, wait, both videos. Hold on, let me go to Strength of a Woman
Yeah.
and All Love Begins with You.
Yes.
Okay, so All Love Begins with You. You have all these different women on the screen. Who directed that and shot that and like where did the idea
I
come from?
I did it. I put all these
Wow.
visuals and pieces together that I wanted to see. I didn't want to be in it. I was like, not necessary. I just want to represent everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has to be represented in this video. And we're talking on all fronts, right? Um, LGBTQIA plus, uh, black and brown, Asian, white, whatever you are, everyone is represented. Everybody is represented. I'm celebrating everybody in this video because it's speaking to everybody,
Yeah.
and I wanted to honor people and celebrate people and like however which way that you feel that what self-love means to you, rep it to your fullest capacity. You know what I'm saying?
It hits so hard loving other people or putting other people on or focusing on other people's stuff in general
Mm,
is so much easier with for me right now like being on social media like 8 hours a day
mm,
because it's my job.
mm.
I want to throw my phone in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I don't want I don't want to look at myself ever again. I'm so sick of editing me and but the show, now I get to focus on you guys, which
Right.
is so refreshing, but it's just the amount of time being spent.
Right. It's a blessing and a curse. And the thing is that it's good to take a break
Yeah.
because that's part of self-love too.
Yes.
Self-care. Social media is not it. I know we have to
Yeah.
be there and we have to do what we do on social media, but it is
Toxic.
yeah, so toxic. So toxic, so misleading. The misperceptions you see about people's lives and like, I worry about I don't worry about us because, we got a little bit of stability and we can pick ourselves up, but younger generations
Yeah.
coming, it's really detrimental.
Yeah.
I think within the next 10 years, it's super dangerous what's coming. Like it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great things about it and a lot of bad things about it.
Like AI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a whole other thing, but like, cuz I use it and there's a
Mhm.
lot of great about that. But I'm scared for the other part of it, right? It's
Right.
like,
Because we want our kids to write the song. We don't want them to rely on AI to write
oh
the
my
song for
gosh.
them. Like, that's what I'm looking at going, "Oh my god."
It's so crazy because I've been using it to basically speak about what's coming about the music that I'm putting out and the
Yeah.
solo project that's coming. And there's a whole new concept visually and conceptually that's coming to the
Mhm.
live shows and stuff. And so I create the visuals with the AI. So when I present it, people are like, oh, okay. But the whole writing and stuff, people will become truly ignorant if they rely solely on because you could write songs. You could write a whole bio. You're not getting your brain to work anymore.
Right.
It's like I mean, yeah, it's gonna be zombie world.
Yeah. Well, you are a writer
Thank
and you are just the epitome of originality and Parlor Social
I mean,
has
ditto. This
thank
is
you.
you. You know we work together and you are like a badass
Thanks.
boss, killing it, dancer, singer, writer, creator, everything. And this podcast is really interesting. I watch a lot of it, so I'm like
Well, I have
impressed.
retired from working with men. So that is a promise to myself. I'm fully done.
Right.
And I think age is terrifying
Right.
for me. I
Oof.
wish I was 25. And I wish that we had people that we could trust that protected us, that bled for us and fight for us. Like I feel like every time someone pretends they want to fight for me, they actually want to me or have sex with me. I'll bleep that out. Um,
I feel for you. I really do. Um I will say though, it's a conversation that I've been having all around me because, I'm surrounded by beautifully talented, strong, um, incredible women
Yeah.
that are single.
Mhm.
Um, but there's a match for everybody.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
There is a match for everybody. That's the conversation to be had. But I feel you in this industry. It's crazy because as a married woman and
Mhm.
respectful married woman
Yep.
with integrity, I still get it.
Yo,
I
I'm
get it in a
sure you
different
do.
form. I get it like in a form of oh, you're married, we can't fuck with you. So
Yep,
we're not gonna do anything with you.
straight up.
So it's not even about like
The music.
nothing. It's just like, "Ah, we can't fuck with her. We're not even gonna mess with her." It's crazy. I've had some crazy things like come up during
Yeah.
meetings, like with my husband there saying like, it's a good thing she's married.
Mhm.
Good thing she's married.
Yeah,
But we can't fuck with her. Or we
right.
can't, so we ain't even gonna go there.
Mhm. Promoters, people that are
Yes.
A&R men,
Yes.
whoever is in power, right? Like, how are they making their decisions? How are they signing? When I look at you guys, I'm like, you guys should be multimillionaires on world tours. Like, you are you're like the one percenters as far as like talent
Thank you. I really appreciate
and
that.
professionalism.
Re-
And it trips me out. It
Well,
really does.
I feel like there's a few kinds of artists, right? And it's not to knock anybody. Everybody is doing their thing. But I really feel like if you bring a certain class, if you bring a certain style, if you stand out in uniqueness, but you bring it with a certain integrity,
Mhm.
that's not repping like,
The devil.
oh, well, that straight up
The Illuminati.
that part. But if you ain't like half naked, and I'm not saying because I love the sexiness, I will rep sexy all day. But if you don't come off like hardcore, showing skin or like repping a certain like content in your music or style of music or whatever, like people are, it's just like it's a certain thing now. It's a certain like we're selling Big Macs. This is what we want. But the Big Macs in America right now are boring.
Mhm.
We don't want Big Macs right now. We
Mhm.
want like healthy vegan
And
stuff,
do
right?
you notice that even Janet right now is being put up on this pedestal because people are so hungry for real music?
Mm.
And all of our artists from the 90s and the Y2K era are coming back with a vengeance because people are so wanting like hit records.
I feel like people want it,
Mhm.
but what they're pushing to the masses, because right now we have people in those places, in those corporations,
Yeah.
because it's corporate people that are running the labels now, right?
Yeah.
So these guys are saying they have no clue
Yep.
what music is. And this is a whole other thing with AI too, right? You're gonna have AI taking over and stuff. And there's no emotion in the music anymore. You pull that away, and you're just like Big Macs, Big Macs, Big Macs, Big Macs. We just
Yeah.
putting out fast food, right?
Yeah.
We just putting out all this crap. And I mean, there's a lot of good in there, but
Mhm.
it's 90% bad.
When I look at JoJo, I'm like, "Oh, I understand why she's not a huge superstar because it's real R&B."
Right.
You know?
It's real R&B, and she reps herself a different way
Mhm.
and has always repped herself a
Yeah,
different way.
with class and
Exact
integrity, right.
exactly. And
Sure.
I feel like there's a lot of us pushing the integrity factor
Mhm.
and the realness. And so that, it always comes, I always feel like cream always rises to the top.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer in that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that find you if you're putting out something really interesting and good. The
Yes.
only thing is that the other thing about what's going on now is that you got to pay for everything.
Mhm.
If you ain't paying for everything, you're not getting heard, you're not getting seen. It's like crazy. Hello, out there, people out there, cut us a break because we need y'all to like push the
Yeah.
art to the forefront. That's real, real talk.
Well, Spotify, I literally was just talking about this before you walked in, but they owe us so much money.
Ugh.
And the truth about that is starting to come out.
Mm.
Like, they will be held accountable at
I hope so.
yeah,
I hope there's a
because
reckoning because it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy what's going on. When I look at my checks, I'm like, this is a joke, right?
Yeah.
This is this for real?
It's
Like,
insane.
yeah. So I'm hoping there's a reckoning, and I feel like people are coming to their reckoning moments, and
Yeah.
they're starting to see, and there's like a lot of good stuff. Listen, I look at it like this: if you look at the rest of the world, there's amazing stuff being put at the forefront. I feel like North America right now is being left behind.
Mhm.
We follow this formula. The formula isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
People are tired of that formula. We need something else. Because when stuff comes out that's different, oh, hey, Amy Winehouse.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, Lauryn Hill.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, Outkast. Like,
Yep.
oh, hey, Alanis Morissette. Like, when people come out with revolutionary albums, like albums that were great from top to bottom and not just one single that you could download and it's like this single's okay, it's good. The rest of it, the 20 other singles this person has is like crap.
Yeah.
When we start to figure that out and go back to putting it into like really like putting the attention and art back into heart, I call it heart back into the music,
Mhm.
only then will you get good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's demographic too. I think millennials definitely want real right now.
Right.
I think Gen Z, they're in their own world and
Mm.
they're on TikTok and they're like the younger rappers, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I literally can't deal.
Well, I mean,
It's
attention span is short, right?
yeah, but
And
the
it
lyrical content
oh, yeah,
is
I
just
know.
what is happening.
It's masochistic. It really is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Like, I don't know if you've heard of Queen Herbie, but she's married. She's been married for 13 years. She's from Canada.
Okay. I
And
don't know. She's another Canadian.
yeah, and her and Nick used to be known as Carmen. They were signed.
Okay.
And they left the label because of the same they were like, this shit and wanted to do real music. And Queen has found a way to take positive lyrics and make it cool.
I love it.
Like it's not coming off cheesy. It's not coming off too like Christian contemporary. Like it's
I
just
love it.
dope.
Yeah. I
And
feel
then
like it's like a Rhapsody.
yeah,
Another one, another badass that
yeah,
just like slays. Yeah.
yes. So yeah, lyrics wise, you're just bringing that. And then let's talk about the music video strength of a woman. Like, wow.
Thank you.
I was like, are you sure this isn't Beyonce? Because it looks like it. It's so beautiful.
So, strength of a woman. I had the visual when I came up with the chorus. I had this visual, and I was like, okay, let's get a bunch of different, beautifully melanated women that I admire in the video.
Yeah.
Us all rocking our natural crowns,
Yes.
because that's so important to me. I've always been about my natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
Always been rocking my natural hair. Forever. Even in Canada, people will tell you. Um, and so I feel like we still have some ways to go. It's a topic of conversation that I um am really strong on as far as women's rights, as far as black women's rights and their hair rights,
Mm-hmm.
because we're still fighting for this. There's the Crown Act. I wanted to align myself with the Crown Act, and they took notice and they posted the video and stuff, and they're doing the good work and pushing like they're still pushing these laws in different states, and it's state to state. They got to fight these laws to pass these laws. Like, you're allowed to wear your hair however the hell you want in pools, in schools, and places of work.
Yeah.
So I wanted to create it was totally intentional.
Mhm.
That video was created totally intentional and with purpose. And I wanted us to all have like different skin tones, uh colorful dresses in the video, this beautiful backdrop, but super simple, swaying. And I told the girls, I said, however, which way you want to wear your hair, I said, I just don't want to see any straight crowns today.
Mhm.
Rock it however you want, braids, twists, cornrows,
Yeah.
um, out, like however you want, but we have to rock natural in this video, right? So the girls came ready, and it's just a beautiful representation of what I had envisioned about this video and this piece and this song. So
Yeah. I mean, we see Little Mermaid right now, and it's just incredible.
it's incredible, but just I feel for her so much because there's and I'm so glad that it's number 1
Mhm.
because she's breaking all records and stuff, and I'm so glad, but there's still just so much hatred, and it's disgusting to me that we're, like, in 2023 and we still can't get it together.
It's so weird. It's so gross. I will never understand.
Right,
She's like the most beautiful woman. Her voice is so
right,
amazing. And it's not even like I think there was an article out that like some of Gen Z has never even seen the original
right.
Little Mermaid. So they're thinking, oh, this is the first
I love it.
one ever
I
made.
love it.
And that's so beautiful too, that this is
Yes,
the first imagery for them
yes,
to absorb and see just
yes,
her as a beautiful woman, period.
yes.
But yeah, I mean,
And
yeah,
she's uber talented and beautiful, and I'm so happy.
yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they broke all records at the box office because that
Mhm.
shows everybody, hello,
Yeah,
right?
amazing.
So yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Although in my head, my brain fogged head, this weekend, I was a half
Me
hour later.
too. This is early for me, girl. I'm
Like,
struggling.
happy Juneteenth, everybody. I'm happy to be here doing an interview on Juneteenth. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you for being
yeah.
here.
Thank you for thinking of me.
What do you want the people to know about you as an artist and your music and what you're bringing to the table?
What I want people to know, I want people to know that uh, what's coming is a whole other level. And I don't say that lightly. I'm like usually very like, it's next level. Conceptually, the show is going to be bananas, and it's going to follow within everything that I do conceptually. So I'm super excited. A lot of my cultural background is going to be mixed in there. There's going to be some Brazilian vibes. Like, it's very tribal,
Amazing. Love that.
but beautiful, spacious, ethereal, um, necessary,
Mhm.
necessary music, healing music, spiritual, spiritual, like on the level of whatever spirituality means for you. It's a beautiful, my story of coming out. So hopefully anybody going through anything during this time, or like coming out of the pandemic, because I know that hit everybody upside the head like big time. Like, yeah, it's just like a healing, spiritual, vibrational, tribalistic thing, but it's going to be beautiful and really necessary and positive. So
So full band?
full band always,
Yes.
because I can't go without a full band. And there's going to be some of the women that represented in Strength of a Woman. There's going to be some
Cool. Dancers.
contemporary
Yes.
urban though. So
Yes.
a little bit of African, kind of
Yes.
tribal. It's a nice blend of me and
Mhm.
everything I represent, and all of my influences, and it's, yeah, I cannot wait to share. The stuff just keeps getting better, it really
And
does.
how many songs do we get?
Oh, I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to figure out if it's like full album, singles. We don't know nowadays. It's just so crazy with
Mm.
everything going on. Like, so I'm looking to put out like a full album of as many songs as I can get on there. Right now I'm reached 15.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
wow.
and I'm not stopping. So we'll see. We're at 15 right now. Two have been put out and I've stopped there because I don't know what to do with the rest.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to put it out yet. So we'll see. I try, funds is another thing for
Mm.
independent artists
Yeah.
because we back our own selves up. We, you know, we put the money into our own projects and stuff. I know you know this.
It's so expensive.
Yeah. So it's like we're funding ourselves. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I could use the funds. Anybody out there? Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, investors that know about the music industry, because when they don't know.
it's rough. The struggle is real. It's real.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. Like I've gotten through a few songs and it's very satisfying.
Mhm.
There's a satisfaction in that you're doing everything and I'm producing everything. I'm arranging everything. I'm conceptually all me, creatively, photographs, everything.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of fun. I'm really
And
enjoying the process.
truly, it is fulfilling. And we do have to take a step back because we can't just equate everything to views and likes and comments,
Yeah.
or else we get stopped in our tracks. Like, I really am at a full stop right now because I am just, I,
That'll run us into the ground
yep.
because when you stop thinking about that, there's a freedom
Yeah.
and elation that happens. It's like, fuck what I don't care if I get 2 or 100. I'm just glad that people are like whoever will gravitate and whoever will like connect
Yes.
to this music, to the visuals, to whatever. That's what's important to me. It's the music. It's about the music. It's not, it's all about who I can connect with. You know what I'm saying? So,
It is.
yeah.
You guys, that is the truth and the gospel spoken by DESSY Di Lauro. Please go follow her on all of the social media platforms. Stream her music endlessly, like just put it on repeat. And it'll clear your soul and realign you with God and the angels and whatever you believe in. But it's already 11. But I need another hour with you.
Well, we'll get it in. We'll
Yeah.
get it in. I promise. I need to make this up. So,
What I want you guys to do is go get a premium membership to Spotify so that we can make money on our songs. The streaming.
the streaming.
Yeah, stream our songs and YouTube as well.
Also, Bandcamp.
Okay.
If you got a Bandcamp account, because Bandcamp is really good for the artists, they support.
Oh.
It comes all to you. So if you put your project on Bandcamp,
Mhm.
they take care of their artists and people can donate extra. So
Okay.
if they wanna, if you're selling an EP for like $10, they can donate $25 to your cause.
Yes.
So and the money goes to you. It's all
Yeah.
to you. So
That's what we need you guys to do.
yeah.
And like Venmo, PayPal. I love that artists are doing that now. Like they're putting the icon at the top of their profile
Yes.
to just Venmo us.
Yes.
Like if you're into our art, like just give us money
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
because you know where it's going to go.
Yeah. It goes right into the artist pockets, and we need that because Spotify, that 0.0000000. That's not even money.
No.
At that point, it's nothing, really. So yeah.
Anyway, I love you so much. You're
Love you.
incredible.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yes, I'm happy to see you.
You are incredible, and I'm so proud of you and everything you're doing with the podcast and your music and your incredible videos. This girl's a badass, okay? For real.
Someday we'll be on world tours and be millionaires.